Good evening, Big Blue Nation. What's up, guys? We are back for another Tuesday night of the Loyal BBN Fan Show, and I am your host, Michael, and we are about to have fun talking about getting ready for our opening football day. Saturday against Southern Miss. I know people want to talk basketball, but football's here, and we're going to talk some football today, and I'm pretty excited. Last night I went live, and I enjoyed coming on for a few minutes as well. So thanks everybody who was able to come out. And I just want to see who is that. I hope it's not. Let me see. What is this? Hurl, you ready? There you go. Who's standing by? I was sitting here telling myself, I bet you Hurl waiting to push that button, and sure enough, you was. So, Dave, thanks for joining in. Matt Short, thanks for you joining. I see all you guys. I overslept tonight, and I was up from what was it, Tuesday night. So basically, when you guys saw me last night, I've been up since then. So I only got like 4 hours of sleep, and then I was woken up. I had to go back to sleep, but I overslept for this one. In a sense, for what I like doing and getting up and just kind of breathing a little bit before I turn the camera on, and I overslept. So I'm running behind. My daughter's trying to talk to me about can a friend stay all night, and me trying to get ready for this. And I am just ready for college football. I am ready to watch Kentucky play football. Remember, guys, right after the game on Saturday, it will be a post game show immediately following it. It lasts about 45 minutes or so. I got approval to come into work late, so I don't have to come to work to do my post game show at my desk or in my car. So I'll be right here sitting at my desk doing the post game show of Kentucky and Southern Miss, and I'm very, very excited to do it. So, National Champions, what's going on there? Appreciate you for joining. I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for joining in, and you look awfully pretty. Thanks, sir. You guys help me wake up, man. I am tired, bro. From like 9:30 at night to like 5:30 the next day, I was up. So I don't even know if I'm coming or going. I don't even know. Like I asked my wife, "Who are you?" I was so tired. I was like, "Who are you?" I don't know who you are. So I'm extremely tired right now. But our work schedules actually changed. We actually got to be in to work a lot earlier this morning, so which is really good for us because we get off early. We're just trying to beat the sun. We had a miss out with our airplane, and we are trying to get it fixed. So um, Michael, I'm predicting Vandy Griff would throw for 300 yards and 4 touchdowns. Matt Short, bro, I tell you what, man, I hope you have a chance to meet Vandy Griff, bro, because you are a major supporter of Brock, and I definitely hope he comes through and throws 300 yards and 4 touchdowns against Southern Miss. That would be. I'll take it as well too. Let's see, no time to sleep. It's Wildcats. Hey, no time to sleep. But Sean, this is look. Look. I've always like being transparent with you guys. Sometimes people tell me I say too much. I shouldn't say it. But I'm tired, bro. Like getting up at like this time in the morning to do the shows, and I'm up until the afternoon, the evening. Woo! You ask yourself like this is really this is rough. So whenever my time is up here for me to go home, I cannot wait because I cannot wait to do shows at a normal time and have some real energy and not just and not just pretending like I'm not tired. But I enjoy this, and son of a gunner, thanks for joining the show. I see you. So Dream was sitting here over here laughing at me. She said she's sorry she can't do anything with me. No, she sure can't. But hey, today the word on the street today is purdy. You show our purdy. So thanks, Earl. I appreciate that. I needed that laugh to actually wake me up to actually do it. So um, I hope my let's see really do believe he would 25 to 300 passing yards with 25 to 30 passing touchdowns. What do you think? I mean, it's this is from Matt Short right here, and you guys can chime in too as well. I mean, this. I mean, this is football week in Kentucky. Matt Short says I really do believe he will go for 25 to 30, 2,500 to 3,000 passing yards, 25 to 30 passing touchdowns. What do you think? What do you guys think? Is this a number? Um, is this a number that we should be maybe expecting? Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Something that maybe that is reachable. I mean, we don't really have a lot of. I mean, we don't have a lot of tape on the guy. Thanks, Matt Short. I appreciate that question too. Okay, thank you so much. Um, Dave said Vinegar does look good. What they show of his passing game. I mean, we're gonna see. And it's Southern Miss, but we still gonna want to see what kind of pressure he can actually hold up under um, in a real game time situation. That's what the nation, that's what everybody's wondering about. That's what everybody's waiting to see. What is he really going to do since he's up under pressure? Sorry, guys. I had a really bad tooth situation this weekend. This past weekend, and I'm not sure if it's bothering me again. So, JJ, welcome to the show. I see you as well too. Also, I have a birthday to shout out to as well. I thought I was going to be able to get to it pretty fast. So hopefully he comes in tonight so I see his picture and I get his name. So my apologies for that. But I do want to give him a shout out for his birthday today. It would mean a lot for me if I can actually do that as well. But um, football is here, man. And I think everyone is really starting to really focus. Like everybody's really trying to buy in. It's getting there, it's Tuesday or Tuesday in the States because I think it's Wednesday here today. So I gotta make sure that I get my mind right. So um, I really think everyone's starting to really buy in for football. I think everyone's ready to go, and I think that's good because that's what the football team needs. It's time to go now. It's time to make some donuts. And Mark says 31-17 UK. All depends on the quarterback. I think so too. I think everything. I think our defense is going to get it done against Southern Miss. At least they better. For me, it's all up in the air about the quarterback. Can he make the right reads? Can he get the ball down the field? Can he not just try to do too much in the first? I don't necessarily want to say do too much in the first ball game, but can he play smart in the ball game? Can he get some good reps out there? And can he just be smart with the football? Don't try to do too much. Don't try to throw it in places where you know what. I just try to throw it. Why not? No, we don't. We don't want that. We want you to make smart passes, even if we got to get off the field on third down. Whatever. Just make smart passes. Don't set the other team up for success by putting them on the wrong side of the field and giving them a short field to play football. We don't want to do that. Our defense, let's trust our defense. Let's punt it. We're supposed to have a really solid punter this year. Let's punt the football and let's live to see another day. And don't just try to force the ball and get an NIT, pick six or whatever, and putting us behind the chains and putting more pressure on our defense, and then it turns around and put more pressure on our offense to make perfect plays every single time. I know we're working out some kinks. I know we're getting things together and everything. But at the end of the day, you still got to play smart football and don't go out to try just don't go out and try to create something just to try to make it create. Be smart with the football, Van Grip, and I think that's the biggest thing. And I'm definitely not doubting Matt Short and his excitement for Brock. But at the end of the day, we got to see what he is. We got to see what he really is up under pressure. And like I said, while we still playing Southern Miss, I'm yes, we want to get excited, and yes, we want to be pumped up about if he has a big ball game. But it's Southern Miss, and hopefully, being a five-star player coming out of high school, being recruited to Georgia, hopefully you have enough in your tank, and hopefully you're good enough that you will, that you should be able to shed, or actually to shred Southern Miss apart. You do that now. Of course, not looking ahead to South Carolina, of course, because we still got to play Southern Miss. But I think that's when we really try. For me, that's when we really start finding out who Brock is. Can he play in the SEC against big boy football? And let's see what he is. But definitely starting out in the first game, week one, we have definitely got to come out here and we got to make sure that we execute, have the right mindset, and we got to be motivated the whole ball game. We can't just be oh, it's just Southern Miss. I'm not that motivated. No, you got to be motivated going into the ball game, and I think that's the key for Kentucky football moving forward. And I think that's the slogan for the football season in 2024 is can the catch keep these things going game after game after game. Even though we're gonna have injuries, can the next man step up and actually put this on for Kentucky football and making sure that this year can be special. Once again, like I said last night, some of the coaches are saying this is probably the best put together team they've had in a long time. Well, we're going to see. Show me. Matter of fact, what is the show me state? Is that that's not Arizona, is it? Arizona is not the show me state, or because I know that's not Jersey. Can someone hello Zeb? Hey Zeb, welcome to the show. I see you. Mark Cook, I got you. Let's see, Linda, thanks. Welcome to the show. I see you as well too. Larry, thank you for the show, for being here. What is the show me state? What state is that? Absolutely got to be South Carolina. Yeah. Oh, Missouri is a show me state. Okay, Virginia is a show me state. You watching from Missouri? I'm confused now. Okay, somebody's throwing out Virginia. Somebody's throwing out Missouri. Yeah, I'm confused now. So somebody, so, Missouri is the show me state. Is it Virginia? But I think the Virginia state. I think Virginia is the lover state, isn't it? I think that's what Virginia is known for. I'm off right now. So anyway, you got to show us this year, starting in game one. Missouri is to show me. Hey, Southern Soul, thank you so much for joining. I see you. Thank you, Missouri. So I got 3 Missouris and I got 1 Virginia hurl. So I'm gonna roll with with Missouri. Okay, so that's good to see. You know what I always love to see in the show, man. I always love to see. To make sure I say this and not sound over the wall. I always love to see women in the show, man. I just it's something about seeing women in the show talking sports that they're good. Like there's some women in there that be talking and be giving points, and I'm just like, wow, she's good. Like I need to sit down and talk to her and pick her mind so I can even learn more. So I always enjoy seeing. Mark Cook said, pretty sure it's Missouri. I'm pretty sure. So but yeah, so this year it's really all about the it's all about the show me state. I'm show me state. I'm saying show me. It's all about show me. Can you guys really be the? Can you guys really be the team that you guys really think that you're supposed to be? And that's by going out and playing really good football. I'm excited about Kentucky football. Look, if the coaches can say that this is one of the best put together teams they had in a long time, then Missouri. There you go. So Hurl got on board. It's amazing what happens, man. Hurl just got on board. If this team, Clint, hey, how you doing, man? Good afternoon, good evening, as a matter of fact, for you guys. Good morning for me. But if the coaching staff can sit and say they know more about it than I do, and if they can sit here and say that this is probably the best put together team that they've actually had in a long time, then I have to trust that. But the trust level of Kentucky football, despite the love and people still not sold on people Southern style hot. Some it's just hot. Huh? Who's in the house tonight? UK's in the house tonight. Um, I just wanna be a fan who can get behind the football program no matter what. People like I'm not buying into football. They only at best 6-6. I mean, when when will that ever change? Will that ever change of like people getting on board and just stop saying Kentucky's going to go 6-6? Um, I don't know. I mean, I want to believe, and maybe I'm being a little gullible or whatnot, but I'm going to believe that uh, I'm going to believe that Kentucky football will be better than 6-6 this year. I'm going to go out on the limb to say we're going to win on the road, one hard game on the road, and Kentucky's going to finish the year 9-3 this year. I think it's going to be a very special year this year. I mean, 9-3, 9-3 for some programs probably in the nation is a letdown, but 9-3 for Kentucky, and then go to the bowl game. We should get a good bowl game as well too. Go to the bowl game and win in the season 10-3. I would say that's a pretty successful year for Kentucky football, and I would take it all day. Uh, who would be the surprise star on the University of Kentucky football team? Ooh, um, I look. I hope the surprise star is Brock because I think as Brock goes, Kentucky football goes, and every 3 years we pop from 9 to 10. Are we so David? Are we in that? Are we in that range of the three every 3 years that we're due for it? Consider we lost 2021, we had to get that vacated. Then we got 2022. So I guess every 3 years. So I guess if you take away 21 and you got 22, 23, and 24, maybe this is the year that we get it right here. Maybe hey, that's a good thought, David Browning. Maybe we're in a situation where we can actually say if it's every 3 years, maybe this is the time. Do you think UK was struggling in the first half of this upcoming game due to nerves? I, for me, I they do it every year. It seems like it's just for Clint. They do it every. They do it every year. It seems like against a team in the first game of the year with nerves and coming out and trying to get everything together. A lot of, I did a show last night, and a lot of people kind of said, by the mid to end of third quarter, the game should be out of reach. If that's the case, going off with the opinions of others, if that's the case, that by the third quarter the game will be out of touch for and Kentucky be running away with it, that means that the nerves part of the first part of the game probably wasn't a big factor. Only because of when you talk about start putting the game out of reach in the middle by the end of the third quarter, then what happened in the first and second quarter? That's going to be. I mean, you're not going to go out in the third quarter and put up 40 points and just and be blowing the team out with 40 points in one quarter. That's just not going to happen unless you score your first time you get the ball, get a fumble on their first ball, score, and we just keep doing that back and forth the whole quarter, which is not going to happen. But I think it's going to be some nerves, and rightfully so. That's what every team in America. That's Florida State had nerves. They just never recovered from it. So they just never recovered from the nerves. I hope Kentucky can get in there sooner than later. I'm gonna say this, and I think it's gonna sound crazy, but I hope Brock gets sacked the first play of the ball game. His first time on the field. I hope he gets his head run. I hope he gets sacked, and I want to see him get up and say, "Now let's play football. I got that one hit out of the system. You got a good shot on me. I know what it feels like to be hit now by opposing defense, gain speed. Now let's play football." And that, to some people that might sound crazy. You never want your quarterback to get hit. You want to prevent that as much as possible. But sometimes even running backs talk about it. Sometimes it's just about that initial hit. Let me just get hit one time, and after I get hit one time, guess what? I'm okay. Okay, so we in here now, and it's not my teammates who was hitting me, who was somewhat taking it easy on me, not trying to hurt me because we play together. We got to play a ball game. But let me get hit one time against the opponent team who really wants to hit me as hard as they can, and then let me bounce back up, and now we can play football. And I think that's even for the running backs, even for what I'm saying, for those guys. Let's just get hit one time. Let's get up and let's play football. Then let's get that out of our system, and I think that's big. And hopefully, not. I want you to hit me so hard. I want you to knock the nerves out of me. So after that, I won't even be upset as well. So. But I think it's going to be fun. I think it's an exciting time in Kentucky. Are they actually? If I'm correct, because I'm not sure, because I don't drink alcohol, so I can't remember. So my apologies for this. Did they have alcohol at the games last year, or is this the first game with alcohol? I don't really pay attention to that a lot. I know the only reason I'm talking about it is I know that they got the new NIL beer for Kentucky, so they can build money for that at the bar. So I'm not really sure if they're actually serving beer at the ball games this year. I think ID and special teams might give us 14. Our special teams are going to be big. The question is, are they going to kick it to Brown? Are they going to give him a chance to return the ball? I think that's the big thing too. Let's be smart. I mean, if you a special teams coach, don't kick it to him. Just like let's just make this simple. I don't care, man. Kick it out of bounds. We'll start at the 35 and we'll take our chances at 25 or 35 or wherever it's at. And we'll take our chances. Will they kick it to Brown? Will they give him a chance to get out in open field and do his thing? Um, so we have to see about that. But yes, it would be good to see our D get a pick six. It'll be good to see our special teams get some points on the board too as well. That's what you need, man. You got to have all three phases of the ball game. And when you talk about football, you can't just talk about offensive defense. You got to include the special teams. Can they give you the field position that you can go down and score? Can our can we come out and can we stop guys on kickoff if the ball doesn't go in the end zone for them to run it back? Can we on the punts? Can we get down the field and can we stop them and can we cover our lanes? It's Football is a beautiful sport if you understand it. And if you can, it's like a game of chess. You got to continue to play for field position. You got to stop the guys, and you got to make a big difference as well too. Dreamer says her concern is with the O line. Fanny Griffith is a good quarterback, but with a new offensive coordinator and new system, she is afraid the line will break down like Dan Marino and the Miami Dolphins. Dreamer, okay. That in the video, if you didn't watch my video that I made yesterday, please go back and watch it. I will say the O line was one of my concerns. I'm looking forward to hopefully getting the tradition of the big blue wall back like it has been in the past. We got experienced guys up front. We got guys who transferred in. I don't think it will be it won't be a game of where we not experienced up front. We're going to be experienced up front. Can we come out and put all that together in a real game time situation? And I think if the O line can, give Brock the time that he needs, I think we can do something special. Like I said, it all comes down to what the quarterback play can do. If the quarterback can stay healthy, if he can, if he can just make the right decisions, if he can be a smart quarterback, I think we got a good chance to be special. People are going to start saying, "Well, hold on, dude, hold on. Like, what are you talking about? We're talking about playing Southern Miss." Yes, I get that, but the guy don't have a lot of he doesn't have any really good game time play. So really, this is his first true ball game, and we got to see really what he's going to come out really do. But I still believe, and I agree with Dreamer too as well, Earl, is that they gotta the old line, the big blue wall has got to be the big blue wall of the past, and hopefully these guys can come out and they can play SEC football up front and protect our quarterback. That's for sure. See, so I asked that right there. Uh, they have a new kicker this year. Yeah, they got a new kicker. Yeah, it's a new kicker this year. Um, he's supposed to be really good. I think he actually was an All American. I think he was. So we as Kentucky, when it comes to kickoffs, let's put the ball in the end zone. Like let's don't give these guys a chance. Like let's don't give these guys a chance to actually return the football. Like every other team don't want Barry and Brown to touch the football. Now we know Barry will take the ball from inside the end zone and run it back, but that's kind of far in between when those situations happen of taking the ball completely out of the end zone and running it back. I mean, at least if you do a touchback, the ball's at 25. So if anything, even if you take the ball out of the end zone, at least get to the 25-yard line, at least to start where we're supposed to be at. But I mean, if you're gonna get hit, you might as well just try to go all the way. And I think we got one of the, if not one of the best, we got one of the best kick returners and punt returners in the nation, hands down. They're not calling him an All-American for that position for nothing. He's that good. He's that fast. And I think he's our weapon that we definitely going to have to rely on when it comes to kickoff. Um, and also, especially as a receiver too, throw him the ball, let him get out of the open field, and let him go make a play. That's what they say. 35 seconds in the pocket in a game like Southern Miss, 8 to 10 seconds. So okay, yeah, for 3 to 5 seconds in the SEC, 8 to 10 seconds in against Southern Miss. I can agree with that. I don't think I don't feel like the Southern Miss D line is going to be as good as a big SEC line. I'll just say that up front. But still, you got to give him that time. It's all about building confidence for Brock right now. And if Brock can just each play just build confidence. Just build, because if the running game can't get started, if we can't establish a running game against Southern Miss, then we're going to have to rely on the feet and the arm of Brock. If that comes down to the case, then can we trust him? Can the coaching staff trust him enough to say, okay, we can't run the ball for whatever reason with our big O line, we can't run the ball, so we're going to depend on you to throw the ball. So we definitely got to do it. Big bro, what's up, brother? This is the first time my oldest brother has ever watched. Sorry about that. I just looked over and I just saw it. Cool, boo. What's up, bro? Man, it's good. I'm gonna get emotional, bro, because you never watched me live before. So Uh, man, appreciate that so much, big bro. Yes, first time he watched me live. Thank you so much for taking the time out. He lives in Louisville, but he's a UK fan. So let's get that right. Big fist bump to you, big bro. I appreciate it. Love you, man. It's good to see you. When I get home, I definitely got to come and see you in Louisville. Okay, so thank you. So hey, guys, hit that like button as well, man. I'm so happy that you joined me, man. Thank you so much, man. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much. But hey, guys, football season is up on us. I'm pumped up. I'm excited. Like, so you guys know that I won't be on live Thursday night because I'll be traveling. I'll be on a plane. I'll be traveling to Bahrain. I'm gonna go there for the weekend. But I will be back here, and I will be doing the post game show right after the ball game. So please keep that in mind too. I'm late to the party again, but better late than never. Hey, thanks for coming in, Big Orange. I see you. Much love to you. Thank you so much. Now, Big Orange, since you are a UT fan, I got to call you a distant cousin, right? this is a this is a family reunion that we have right here. So we consider you a distant cousin, but you always welcome to the family. Okay, you're always welcome to come and hang out with us and talk Kentucky football. Downtown Barry and Brown. JJ, welcome to the show. I see you. Thank you so much. We just got to. I'm excited. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be saying right now. But what I do know is it's football time in the bluegrass, and it's about to go down, man. We got Mike saying "Voo, Louisville." So, to Kentucky, thank you so much. Uh, yeah, we love we love our family. Absolutely, man. I agree with you, and we have a bunch of fun here. Every man, dude, I gotta find his name, man. He's not even here, but I want to give him a shout out, and I don't want to get off air before I forget actually who to really, man, dude. I hate when I don't write that down, man. That's look when you're fatigued, you should never do anything. You should make all decisions when you're not fatigued because when you do, you forget a lot of stuff, man. Let me see for a second. I gotta get his name, man. I hope he comes on tonight because I told him I was going to do it. So proud of you too, big bro. Let's love, man, for real. Let's love, and we gonna blow out Southern Miss, okay, guys. If UK is going to take the next step, we need to score on defense and special teams. I agree with that. I think we need to show our hand when it comes to that. I think our defense need to just cause they need to cause some havoc on Southern Miss on Saturday afternoon. And I think getting a pick six or a fumble and pick up and go. Son at the end of the year. Mike. My name is Mike with a son at the end. Uh, we this is gonna be fun, man. Football is gonna be fun. I cannot believe that we made it through the summer. So a lot of you guys have actually been with me since I started doing this on a um, consistent basis, and you guys have stuck with me through the whole summer. You guys have been there with me, when I didn't even realize why am I even doing this for. I'm supposed to be doing post game shows, and a lot of you guys have been with me and have been rocking with me, and for that, man, Harrison's a big part. I just want to say thank you for all you guys. Hurl, Paul, you guys have been here. True Kentucky's been here for a long time. Matt Short's been here for a long time. Dreamer's been here for a long time. Mark Hurl, you've been here for a while too. I just want to say I didn't want to miss anybody, but I just want to say, man, from my heart, thank you guys so much, man. I like this is the first time that I've gone year round, and you guys have supported me. You guys have made me a YouTube affiliate. You guys have pushed my channel. You guys have just shared my content and just continue to motivate me every single show. And I just want to say for all you guys as we get ready for the football season, thank you. Thank you guys so much. I won't make it home until the end of the football season. for the bowl game. I'll be able to do the bowl game at a regular decent time. But I definitely be home for the regular season of basketball and everything. But I just want to take this time out, man, to just say thank you guys so much for the support that you guys have given me, and it would I'm appreciative and thank you guys so much. JJ says Dane Key is my favorite dude. Like I seen a picture of him today. I think Dane cut his hair. Did he cut his hair? He just looked like he's just more locked in this year. He looked like okay, this is RL Senior. Thank you, thanks for joining in. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Remember, guys, if you guys got a birthday, or anniversary, or anything like that, please put it in the comments so I can give you a shout out. I need to find that because I really need to give that guy a shout out for real. Where's he at? Because I got to make sure that I say that. Travis Barnett, happy birthday to you, big guy. You mentioned it in the comments earlier or something that I was doing, and I told you that I would give you a shout out for happy birthday. So happy birthday to you, Travis. Travis Barnett, big up to you, man, for real. Um, so don't forget, guys. Hey, Mike, we need a T-shirt with your likeness. Uh, thank you right here behind me. But when I get home, I'm hoping to have better T-shirts, and I'll be able to use a post office freely without going through such a headache. Going to a post office over here is horrible. It's not fun whatsoever. So hopefully, when I get home, I can definitely get somebody that can start making me some quality shirts and everything and whatnot that I'll be able to start selling for the Loyal BBN Fan Show. But I definitely want to start that, but I got to make sure that I'm selling a quality product and not just selling a product just to be selling it. People work hard for their money, and people want to use it. I mean, people want to use it wisely. So definitely want to make sure that I'm giving you guys the best quality of a product that I can. Otherwise, it's just not good business. I can't do that because I wouldn't want it done to me. Dane Key and Barry Brown are going to be very impressive this year. I think those guys are going to have big junior years. This is for Dad, Kentucky. I think those two guys are another aspect of our team that we're definitely going. They're too talented. You know, they're too good. Barry Brown is just too fast to just be a kickoff return guy. Like, get him the ball. Can he catch the ball? Will he hold on to it? That was another concern that I made in my video as well too. And at the end of the video, it'll pop up. You can click on it and you can watch that video too as well, and give it a thumbs up as well too. But like it's just so many. I I can see how the coaches say that we got a well put together team. Are they going to go out and they're going to use those abilities to make it translate into um, a win over a really solid football team that nobody in the country is like, Kentucky's not going to win that football game. Now that it's Kentucky, not Kentucky. Kentucky's not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? Kentucky's not going to do that, and because of that, it's just like we got to go out and we got to earn our respect. How do you earn that respect? By taking what you got with the right mindset, with the right motivation, and do the right execution on the football field. And I think things will go smooth. We just got to go out there, and that's why I haven't got one. Okay, cool. Absolutely, and I completely understand, son of gun. Thank you so much. You need to play the Marcus Memento video. We believe. Hey, we gotta believe, man. We gotta believe. Thank you, Harold. JJ Weaver is he's a hey man, dude. And one thing about JJ Weaver, he's like all the attention is on Hairston, all the attention is on Walker. So JJ's not real, and JJ's been there for about 45 years. So he's been there forever. But I just hope JJ has a really great year this year. I hope he takes it. I mean, he's been around for a long time. Like I'm not sure if anybody on the team has been around longer than JJ had, but you got to take that experience that you have, man, and it's got to translate into that leadership, that experience, that willingness to say we're not losing today. That attitude is that like I don't care because Georgia has a big G across their chest, or that Georgia's in red and black, or that Tennessee's in that orange and white, or or the Ole Miss is in the powder blue or whatever they're going to be in, or Texas is in the burnt orange. I don't care what color uniform you got on. We're coming to play football, and I think when they have that mindset, is that it doesn't matter what the name of the opponent's name is. We still coming in here to be competitive, and we're still coming in here to play football, and we're still coming in here to win the football game. And I think that's the big thing right there. It's his last year, number 6. I think he's been here forever. Hey, Carla Clark, I see you. Thank you so much for joining. That means a lot to me. I think our Big Blue team realizes the challenges ahead with their schedule. It's a tough schedule. Looks like the Surla is the first Facebook. Oh, that's right. I didn't even give out the what's name. Was Surla was our first Facebook. I didn't give a shout out to the first Facebook. I did for the first Earl got first YouTube. So yeah. So we got to go out, and sorry about that. I didn't give the first Facebook a shout out. We just got right into it tonight. JJ got an extra finger. He needs to get the ball. So just something like I don't want to be too animated, but we have fun here. So we take and we believe and we dream, and that's what we're here to do. And then we're here. You don't come and watch a show and you don't believe that your team doesn't have an opportunity to be good. So I think we really got to do it. Cody House, I see you in the house. Thank you so much. Make sure RL Senior, I see you. Zeb, I got you. Carter Clock, I got you. Let's see, what does it say right here for Cody? And don't forget, guys, if this is your first time watching, please let me know it's your first time watching, and please let me know where you're watching from so I can give you a shout out for taking the time out to come and watch the show tonight, because I really, really agree. We can step up and win the games that we're already being counted out of. Finally take the next step and grind out some quality wins and get some killer SEC teams. Earn some respect. Go Big Blue. Cody House, you nailed it, big guy. Absolutely nailed it. We got to, if you want respect, especially here in the SEC, you got to go earn it. And you got to go win some ball games that you wouldn't normally win. And that's how you get respect. And until we do that consistently, how can we really ask people to really respect us if we can't go out here and we can't get some quality wins? We just have to. If we ever want to say that we want to be on the same level with Tennessee, well, we got to go beat teams like Tennessee beats. If we say that we can play with Ole Miss, we should go beat Ole Miss. If we think we can go down to Texas and go toe-to-toe with Texas, then we got to go down to Texas and go toe-to-toe. If we say we ever want to try to see if we can find a way to beat Georgia, then you got to show up and play the whole ball game. You can't be intimidated by Georgia. You got to go play ball game. Auburn's coming to our house. Why are we intimidated for? We shouldn't be. You say you want to play hard teams at home? There you go. You got tough games at home. Auburn's supposed to be a dumpster fire this year. Can we take advantage of that? We've got to show up to play every single ball game. Otherwise, don't show up. I think that's the biggest thing is if you don't want to play against a hard team, then stay in the locker room. Don't even travel with the team. We got to start the year off right, and we got to smack people in the mouth, and we got to show people that we're for real. Throw out how hard the schedule is. Everybody's schedule is hard this year. We got to go play football, and if we're not, then don't show up to play because it makes no sense. Save us the time and the energy. That's my spiel. So, 0 issues on offense. We'll see. I mean, I don't, Livingston, Kentucky. Thank you, R.L. Senior. Thank you. Livingston, Kentucky. Got you right there. We should have 0 issues able to run efficiently. Well, I hope we do. And so in my other video that I made about Kentucky football actually I posted it. Yeah, it'll be posted here. But the thing about it though is our line going to get back to the Big Blue Wall? Is Brock going to make smart decisions? Is he not going to try to do too much early just because he got the nerves and the jitters and all that stuff? Can you still stay composed enough that you can still go out and you can see what the defense is giving you? Don't be in a rush. We're Kentucky. We're at home. We're SEC. Don't be rattled by Southern Miss. Go out here and play your game and understand that we are dominant and we're supposed to take Southern Miss and we're supposed to destroy them before halftime. And that's no disrespect to what's name. But if you want your football team to be as good as you want them to be, you got to think positive. And I think if we can go out here in the first half and just, like I said before, if you're just joining, I said something kind of crazy. I hope on the first play, I hope they just smack Brock in the face as hard as possible so he can get those jitters out. Go ahead and hit the running back hard one time to get the jitters out, and after that, then we can play football. Because I don't think when it comes to a game like this, the first game of the year, if you are going to be somebody that's supposed to be special, sometimes you don't really start playing until you really take that first hit because you're timid, you got the nerves. I'm not really sure. Okay, but once you take that first hit and then you bounce up, now we can play football. You gave me your best. Now let's play football, and I'm going to show you exactly what they give you. So, yeah, I agree with Peanut. You got to take what they give you. You cannot try to do too much. You can't go out there and try to be a hero. It's a long ball game. You can't go out there and be a hero in one play. I get it. It's going to be tempted. But just play smart ball. Throw the ball away. Live to see another down or something. You throw interceptions, it's just going to set those guys up for better field position. And we don't want to. We want to help our defense out as much as possible, and our offense as well too. We have to stay on the field longer than now. If we just get the ball off and the running back scores an 80-yard touchdown, there's nothing that we can do about that. Kudos. All right, let's do that. Or if we take the ball and throw it 10 yards down the field, and Dane or Brown or one of the wide receivers takes the ball and goes the other way. Okay, cool. I mean, and goes for a touchdown 75 yards later. Okay, that's cool though. But at the scope of the thing, I think one thing that we really like, I think our offense last year was extremely disrespectful to our defense last year. And I'm gonna tell you why I feel that way. We had so many 3-and-outs. Our defense would be playing good football. They get off the field. Guess what happens? They're tired. Our offense goes on the field. What happens? 3-and-out. 3-and-out. Man, we just sat down like 5 seconds ago. Now we right back on the field. Come on, O. Give us a chance to breathe. And I think if the offense can generate some long plays, 10, 11 plays down the field, that gives our defense so much rest, man. It just does. And I think our offense has got to help our defense out. And then I think, of course, we want our offense on the field as much as possible. We don't want our offense sitting on the field and get cold. Our defense has got to return the favor. Our defense has got to make teams go 3-and-out more so than often. We just got to. We can't make any bonehead plays on defense, holding, pass interference on the field, all that stuff. We got to get on the field as defense, and then we got to get off. We got to get our offense back on the field. We got to bring their defense back on the field. We got to flip that concept. We got to get our defense off the field and keep them off the field. And then we got to get our offense back on the field as soon as possible. Texas has key players out for the year. Yeah, Texas got good, but by the time we play Texas, they're gonna the guys that are gonna step up in the place of the guys that are hurt for Texas, those guys are gonna have a year-long because they get to go and they get to have the experience from day one at Texas. So those guys, they're going to have 11-game experience by the time they get to UK. So, I mean, so is it like, okay, Texas doesn't have, their key, some key guys that got hurt. I understand that, but by the end of the year, those guys are going to be experienced. Those guys, they're going to have time up under their belt, and they're going to be ready to play football as well too. So, we dropped a lot of balls last year, and that's frustrating. So Brock has to do his job with putting the ball in a vicinity where we can go get it. And if it's anywhere close to where you can get it at, you got to go get that football and you got to bring it down. And don't just bring it down. You got to bring it down to the ground and hold on to it. We had countless amount of plays last year where the receiver caught the ball, hit the ground, and the ball came out. Nope. You don't win ball games that way. There's no way that you can win a ball game that way. You got to catch the ball, hit the ground, and hold on to it. That's from when you this small playing football. That's basic. And it's just a few things that we got to do this year that we didn't do last year that we got to do better. And I think we pulled poised for a very very solid year if we could do that. Let's see. What's this right here? Hurl says. Let me see what Hurl said. No, the offense will move the ball just based on size difference in the trenches. No mistakes is what it takes. Also, patience. You're speaking the truth. Thanks, Peanut. I appreciate that. Um, See what Hurl has to say. It's frustrating when we have a guy like Benny Snell, but the quarterback can't hit no one in the numbers. Then we have a guy like Levis, but can't run it. We either have a superstar quarterback or a superstar running back, not both. We got to make things happen, man. We do, and I agree with you. If we can just find a way, man, we can just find a way to be consistent at those two positions at the same time. Kentucky's a good football team, man, and I think we can really make. I think we really get some things done. Cody House says a lot of times we shot ourselves in the foot with dumb penalties. Stoops has to get this year's team back to playing smart, disciplined football. That is key, and I'm glad you said that again, Cody. Thank you so much for that. I agree with you, especially, and it hurts us so bad at the wrong. I mean, how many times do we get? How many times do we get a three and out on the other team just to get a penalty and keep them on the field? And what happens? It happens every time. We get ready to get off the field. We stop them on third down. We got a dumb penalty call, and then they go down and then they score a touchdown. You just like, you get frustrated, man, because we were so close to just getting, we just so close to getting off the field, man, and just stopping those 7 points, stopping the momentum, and we can't even do it because, well, we got a penalty, and and that's the cause. Enjoy college football as it is while it lasts. So, if Brock is a quarterback, he's supposed to be, and I think he would be. We got a chance to make things happen and win games that we've done. I want to ask you guys a question. How do you guys feel about a two quarterback system? Do you think that's a really good idea, or do you guys think is that a sign that maybe a sign that they don't trust Brock 100%? Um, I'm kind of on the fence with that a little bit. I get it that you can bring a quarterback in like Winston, who can actually maybe do a wildcat, because he's a good runner as well too. Has some certain plays that he can do, but trying to have a two quarterback system, is that something that you recommend or something that you don't really agree with? I agree. UK will have 1,000 yard rusher this year. We got to get Trent back, not Trent, but Chip back. Not this season. Uh, I mean, but that's the Clint. If you're responding to it, I'm not really. I'm not this year. I don't know if we have a 1,000 yard rusher this year. I mean, Sumo, we'll see what he can do. We know Chip may come back against South Carolina and get some touches or whatever. But I mean, will we have a 1,000 yard rusher this year? I wish. That would be nice if we had a 1,000 yard rusher this year, but we'll see how that goes. If we're Florida and Tebow was a freshman. Uh, Good work. I mean, like I said, I mean it's. I hope that it's not a matter of a lack of confidence in Brock, that they got to try to install a two quarterback system. I have to assume that Steve Perry, I love two quarter. I think Steve Perry uh, love the two quarterback systems. I mean, we're gonna see if that really works this year as well too. Sometimes you got to let a quarterback just stay out there and let him just grind through a football game and just see what happens. And I think unless egos are not in the way, and at least and if egos are not a part of the equation, then and if Brock is embracing having a two quarterback system, and they think that they can work it, and it's for the betterment of Kentucky football, then let's try it and let's see what happens. A lot of people feel like we just need to get one quarterback and stick with it, have a backup quarterback if he gets hurt, and play that way. Some people is okay with it. Some people say that it throws off the defense. It throws off the defense coordinator on how to prepare for the team. So we'll see what it says. Zeb says, I'm not a fan of two quarterback system, but mixing things up never hurts. I think so too. And like I said, I think it has to be situational play for them to want to bring in another quarterback. I don't think you should just want to bring in another quarterback that says, okay, we're going to see, we want him to pass the ball now. I think if you get into that, then that's when you start saying, I don't really know if he can make. I'm not sure if one quarterback or the other quarterback can make all the plays, all the throws that we need him to make. So you can only throw these 5 routes, and we'll put you in to throw these 5 routes, and together we'll have complete routes. So I hope that there's some balance to that. I hope that these guys. I know these guys are much smarter than I am in football. So hopefully these guys are ready to go and locked in and ready to play some football for sure. But definitely looking forward to football and these guys getting down to business. Not opposed to going another quarterback for certain packages. Really just hoping Brock takes over the number 1 spot. Having different quarterback is never a bad thing. Mix it up with some wildcat option. I think so too. Like I said, it's always good to know that you got a good, solid quarterback. That I don't know how long he's going to be out for. That's actually a good. It's never been successful. Mandy Chris, welcome to the show, man. I appreciate it. It's good to see you. I'm hoping I'm hoping it's more Wimsatt being better than expected. He's a runner. And he's out of. Here's the thing: out of all of our quarterbacks, he has the most game time experience. Unfortunately, they brought Brock in to start, but sometimes it's you have to wonder. It's like, okay, do I not trust Brock enough? And I'm going to use a 2 quarterback system just because. But throwing in different packages, throwing in different formations, all this kind of stuff, different looks. It's never a bad thing, but just to go out and say we're going to just have a two quarterback system, I'm not really sure about that because it kind of it kind of gives the look of the perception is I don't trust my QB1 and I'm ready for him to take over like he's supposed to. If we win 8 or 9 games, plus a bowl game victory, we might lose Vince Merrill when others come calling for a head coaching job. I think his daughter is his daughter still in school here, which could play a big part too as well. So I think eventually Vince might want to go do that head coaching job thing. I think every coach, if you're coaching, some coaches just know that hey, I don't want that. I'm okay with where I'm at. I like the responsibility that I have, and I don't really want any more. And then some coaches, that's what they get in the game for from day one, is to be a head coach. So if we win 8 or 9 games, that's an interesting thought, man. Howdy to the Bobcats. So a team to see how long. I think Vince has passed head coach days. He's good. Peanut says, I think Vince has passed head coaching days. He's good here. I think so. We'll see. He loves Kentucky, man. He loves being here and everything. So but at the end of the day, people have dreams and aspirations, and if it's for Vince to be a head coach somewhere, and if that comes available to the right situation. You can't really be upset for him if he takes it and everything. Vince is the one that vetoed A&M. He wasn't going, and I don't know all the details about that. I know a lot of people keep up with that really, really closely. But from the word on the street is Vince was not going to A&M with Stoops. So I don't think he was really happy about it. But I don't like spreading rumors that I don't know, really, really the full information about. But the last thing I heard was he wasn't going to go to A&M, and he wasn't really happy about that. So, Josh Hart, thank you so much for joining, man. It's good to see you. Have been busy and missing you. Hey, man, don't apologize, bro. It's called life. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you being here, but it's called life, and, we love our sports and stuff like that, but work and taking care of family and all that kind of stuff right there, man, that just, that's just bigger than sports right now. So, absolutely. But it's good to see you always. Thanks, Josh. And Josh for joining. Appreciate it. It means a lot to me. I think it's hilarious that Florida State is suing the ACC in court to leave and then lose to Georgia Tech in the first conference game. No, if you voted for Georgia Tech in that football game, you definitely won some money. That's for sure. Because I don't think a lot of people gave Georgia Tech a chance to. But you know what? Let me talk about that Georgia Tech and that Florida State game. That is exactly what I'm talking about right there. You take a Georgia Tech team, because when I saw that Georgia Tech was playing FSU, the first thing I says is, man, that's not even gonna be a good game. Man, like, why come Florida State's not gonna play LSU this year for the first game of the year? Like, that always kicks off college football. Why would you do that? I was like, it's just Georgia Tech. But that's the reason why you go out. That's the reason why you play the game of football, is because any given night, if you come out and you play like you want to win the football game, you can win a football game. I don't care what people say out there sometimes. I get it. There's teams out there that are just head above shoulders against when it comes to college football. I get all of that. I'm not denying all that. I'm not denying that the Georgias, the Ohio States, the Michigans, the Alabamas, and the Texas and all this. I'm not denying that these teams are just bigger. They do they do recruiting bigger, all this stuff. I'm not denying that. But come on now. When any given day a team can be beat, and people just keep saying, nope, there's no possible way on earth you're gonna beat this team. It's Georgia, it's Alabama, it's Texas, it's Ole Miss. When a team shows up to play, they can win a ball game. That's why I don't know why I've been like this all off season, but I really just feel like if we go to Ole Miss and play Ole Miss the way we're supposed to and be in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I don't see why we don't have a chance to beat Ole Miss. I just don't. Like, let's go beat these guys, man. Why are we taking Ole Miss and making them seem like that these guys are completely unbeatable? Come on, Kentucky. You can go to Ole Miss and you can win that football game. Let's go, man. Yeah, do you think we'll get Florida this year if we do Stoops? We'll have another coach for we should be Florida this year. Florida, South Carolina, Auburn. These guys are not supposed to be any good this year. They're just not. And Kentucky's returning a lot of experience to their ball team. I don't know. I don't know why we can't go down to Florida and get a win and just shut Napier's career down at Florida. I mean, we just gotta go out and play football, and we just gotta believe. I believe that Kentucky football is going to get things together this year and going to have a very special year. Let's just get it. You gotta believe, man. You gotta have faith that the football team can go out here. More important than us as fans, trying to have faith and trying to cheer on our Wildcats from a distance. It's so important that those guys in the locker room believe in each other, that these guys can pull together and say, I'm your brother. You can count on me. If you look at me on either side of the ball, you can see that I'm showing up to play. Let's just go out here and let's just win some football games. Why waste time and why piddle around and why be afraid? Why? Come on, guys in the locker room, pull together and say, I can do this, man. We can make this happen. Let's say to ourselves, we can make this a special year. Let's just do it. And I think if they can just do that from the first game to the end of the year, I think we'll be. I think we can do it. It just do. We get intimidated because it's a Georgia. We get intimidated because it's a Tennessee. We get intimidated because it's Ole Miss. We get intimidated because some of these teams. Why? Why? We got big boys. You got big boys. Let's go play football and let's go see what happens. Even a Vandy fan believes in his own team. Come on. We're Kentucky. Let's play football, man. Let's come out this year and let's play the best football that we have in a long time. Let's make up for that 2021 year that got taken away from us. Let's go get that back. Let's go show people that Kentucky can be a really good football team this year. Why not? I get it. I get it that those guys are just better all the way around. I would never sit here and deny that. I'm not. I love Kentucky football, but I get it. Kentucky football, Georgia's on another level. I get all of that, man. Tennessee's a step up. Ole Miss is a step up. I get all of that. I'm not taking that away. But how many people really Chris? You're good. Chris, you're a good numbers guy. What was the betting odds for Georgia Tech to beat Florida State? Was it Was they actually the favorite to win the ball game, or was Florida State the favorite to win the ball game? I just want to hear that because I know that you do numbers a lot too as well. But the point is that Georgia Tech could have listened to all the hype. They could have listened to all the noise. It says, "Oh, it's Florida State. You guys are losing," because it's Florida State University. It's FSU. So it's okay if we lose this ball game. We're not gonna lose any sleep. Let's go out here. Let's get this paycheck and let's see what we can do. Georgia Tech beat them. That's the thing, bro. That was some BS from NCAA and what they did to UK, Florida State to 10 and a half was the spread. See, that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the spread for that ball game. No, Vegas, FanDuel, all these betting sites. Nobody was putting money on Georgia Tech to win that football game. Nobody was. The only people that was putting their money on that game for Georgia Tech was the people who hated Florida State and Georgia Tech fans. That's it. Nobody else in the country said that Georgia Tech was going to win that ball game. But Georgia Tech, those guys inside that locker room, they believed in each other in such of a way is that if we can go out here and if we can keep this game close, we can have a possibility to win the football game. And that's what happens. That's what happens if you could just stay focused and just don't be intimidated by who's on the other side of the field. If we lose, we lost to Georgia. Everybody's losing to Georgia. But if we win, it's special. And I think that's the mindset that we have to continue to keep in place right there. The line of kickoff was Florida State by 10 and a half, but they didn't take into account that Georgia Tech under Brent was 5-0 against ranked ACC teams. Well, I don't understand the gamble, and they don't take into account this and all this kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, man, Brent Key went out there and played football, and he took his team and made his team believe that the possibilities of beat FSU when nobody else in the country was giving them a chance was the key. Brock, that's the key right there, man. Can you be that quarterback that everyone wants you to be? Can you be that? Can you lead this team in a way that everybody else just rallies behind you and says, we're going to go win this football game? Can you be that quarterback? I get it. And I get it. Brock has no experience. I understand that. But a lot of quarterbacks come into college with no experience and still have successful years. I get it. He's been practicing against college players for the past few years. That's got to account for something. I get it. But, we bring in freshman superstars that ain't got no – take the Tennessee quarterback and Nico. Okay, so he went out in his first ball game and he had a really good football game. But most of those touchdowns, if I'm correct, and somebody can correct me, in his bowl game was with his feet. He beat teams with his teeth. With his feet. I don't think he beat people with his arm. If I remember correctly, I might be wrong. But we just got to say to ourselves, if our quarterback can come out and be a leader that he's supposed to be, maybe, just maybe, some very nice things this year can happen, and the ball can go UK's way more so than not in some of these supposedly unwinnable ball games. And I think that's the key. But you got to show up, and you got to give yourself a chance to actually win the ball game by doing that. You really do. I know it's been a long time. 2007, we are number one at LSU. Then they win a natty. Same year, App State beat Michigan at Big House. Never know what a season holds. You just don't, man. And people just want to just say, people just want to just write in. It's like writing in a ballot. I'm going to just write in a ballot for the season. Otherwise, it's like this. If we're never going to give a smaller team or undersized or whatever team you want to say, if we're never going to give these guys a chance to win a football game, then why play the season for? We might as well just look and just go to a board and write in wins and losses, and then let's do the playoffs, and then let's see who wins. Why? Every ball game is a possibility. While I think we should be Vandy this year, it shouldn't be a ball game. We still got to respect Vandy. If Vandy comes out and plays and we don't, we lose the ball game. It's that simple. I'm not going to be too naive to think that Kentucky just won't lose against Vandy. We shouldn't. But if we don't come out and play against Vandy, we things happen. But we got to come play every single football like everything is on the line. We do. It's so much on the line for Kentucky football, and we got to go out in the game, and we got to play as best as we can. So we got to go Georgia Tech and run the ball also. So it's thanks, Jimmy. It's good to see you as well too. I took FSU, and mid second quarter, the FSU was going to get beat. I didn't even watch the game yet. Matter of fact, I got to figure out when I'm gonna watch this ball game on Saturday because I don't even know how I'm gonna watch the game yet. I got to find a way to watch it. Uh, Field position is key as well. I think UK will improve on the 39-yard plus punches. Yeah, and I'm not sure if he was here earlier, Clint, when I spoke since someone actually spoke about the being good on special teams, and I actually it's I actually mentioned that as well too. Like we got to have a punter that can flip the field. Like Max Duffy he was an exceptional punter, but we gotta be able to flip the field, and we got to be able to put our defense in a position where we can get a stop and then make them punt, and then we at midfield, and then we have a shorter field. It's football is such a beautiful sport, man. If you really know how to look at it, and we just got to be able to swap that field, have good field position, stop them, see what happens. I'm a dreamer. I just am, and I'm a hopeless. What are you? I'm a hopeless. Let's see. What's the word I'm looking for? I just believe, and I believe that our Kentucky Wildcats can have a very special year this year. But it doesn't matter what the Loyal BBN fan show says. It's all about what those guys in the locker room determine what kind of season they're going to have based off the type of attitude that they're going to have going into each ball game and the type of attitude that they're going to have for each other across the board and how much they believe in each other. And when the next man comes in, that's not Dion, the guy next to him said, "Let's go, baby. Let's get it." You believe in you believe in the backup the same way that you believe in the starters. And when you can do that, we have a special year. We go out and we win football games. We go on the road and we still won at least one game. Of course, we would love to go out and win all of our road games. Who wouldn't? But here at Kentucky, can we go and can we get at least one tough road win? I mean, we can't go on the road and lose them all. Like we got to find a way to win one. Just one. If we do that, we okay. I'm a hopeless romantic. Probably so that too. That ain't the word I'm looking for, Peanut. But maybe a little bit. Maybe just a little bit. I'm a hopeless romantic. There you go. I try to be. Mike is my witness. I called Georgia Tech on Thursday. Yeah, actually, I think you did. I think when you guys went live on the Golden Boot podcast, I think you actually, and I think actually Cody called him too. Cody said that he wasn't. Cody said that he was not brought in with. He wasn't buying in with the quarterback for Florida State. So, I'm so definitely. I think they called it too as well too. Good night, Zeb. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it again. Has any movies you want to watch as always? Hey, thanks, Zeb. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. But yeah, guys, we got to get ready for football. It's coming in a few days. We can count the days on one hand now. How many days we got left until kickoff, and we just got to get ready to play must win. We got to beat South Carolina. That's a must win, Ronald. Absolutely. If I didn't acknowledge you earlier, Ronald, thanks for joining into the show. I appreciate it as well too. Checking out early. He said I'm checking for real. Like if we don't beat South Carolina, people are gonna start checking out. They just start. They gonna start checking out, and that is just where people expect UK football to be at nowadays. You can't even bring South Carolina in your house, and South Carolina is not all that great, and you can't even bring them in your house and find a way to beat South Carolina. Yo, man, when's hoops kicking off? When's basketball season starting? People gonna check out, dude, for real. Yeah, special occasions in the chat. Yeah, if remember if you're just joining and if you got a birthday, anniversary or something special going on, please put it in the chat so we can definitely give you a big shout out. Don't forget to like this video if you can. It means a lot to the channel. It moves it. Just be glad no matter where UK plays, it will be a better stadium than what Northwestern is playing in. So I guess so. So I didn't know, Chris. I didn't actually know that Northwestern didn't have a good stadium. I have to go look at the pictures of that stadium for sure. But if football's not winning, man, people try to just turn 9. Hey, Clint, happy birthday to your daughter, man. For real, what's her name? Happy birthday, man. Absolutely. Our offense is top 20 and our defense is top 10. We should be ranked most of the year. Absolutely. Just our offense is in the 20. I want to be. I mean, it would be nice to be ranked, man. But being ranked comes with a lot of pressure to hold it, to stay there. Peyton, happy birthday to you, Miss Peyton. Happy ninth birthday to you. I would say I remember when I was 9, but I don't. But happy birthday to you, and I hope Dad took care of everything he was supposed to, and until Peyton, just so you know, your dad told me he was going to give you $500 for your birthday. Okay, so remember that he told me that about a week ago. So make sure he gives you $500 for your birthday. Clint said nope. I didn't tell you that. So happy birthday, Peyton. I appreciate it. But uh, my stepdaughter graduates here at Long. We have a program on Sunday. She's 11 months clean. Hey man, congratulations to that, man, to your stepdaughter. That's big, man. Like that's an aspect of my show that I love very very much. That I can acknowledge people when they do something good. They got a birthday, an anniversary, and even things like this right here. That's big. Some people get on alcohol or drugs, and they never find a way out. The only thing that happens is they end up in jail or they end up dead. So to be able to realize that you got to get away from certain bad habits, and you can say that it's been 11 months clean or sober, that's big, man. A lot of people can't even go that. So big shout out, Chris. Thank you so much. Um, Son of a gun said, I got my first ever concussion today, Clint. Does that count, Clint? Happy birthday to your daughter. Absolutely. Up to like 20. Got 20 likes right now. I appreciate it. This I struggle with this YouTube thing because it's a constant asking people to like. It's a constant asking people to subscribe. It's a constant asking people to like the channel and all of that. And some days, that's the way that I guess YouTube is set up. And I'm even if I stop doing YouTube today, people are going to still doing it. But I appreciate people who actually help me promote the page and ask, because sometimes I don't bring myself to do it as much as maybe I should. But at the end of the day, we're talking Kentucky football. So even long after if YouTube goes away today, guess what we still got? We still got the University of Kentucky, and that's what makes me happy right there too. Haley, congratulations to you. It means a great deal that I can sit here. I know Chris very personal, and he's a really good guy. So I know how proud he is of you. So we're all here with you in thoughts and prayers, and just continue to push every day. It truly is one day at a time, and make sure that the people around you are supporting you and helping you in your journey of staying on the right path, and you do that, things will be okay. So congratulations to you. That is not something small, and we definitely salute you for your efforts for wanting to do better. So big shout out to you, Haley, for real too. Hey Jeff, I see you in the house. Thank you so much. I got you. Thank you guys so much for that. Um, I really appreciate it, man, dude. Football is here, man, and I'm super pumped about that. And so once again, guys, I won't be on Thursday night. Next time we get together will be Sunday, Sunday my time, Sunday morning my time, Saturday night you guys' time. we'll get together for the post-game show here at the Loyal BBN Fan Show. Thank you guys so much for the support and love. And until we meet again Sunday or Saturday, the ball game, let's just say post-game show after Southern Miss, the Loyal BBN Fan Show is right back here again, doing what we do. And let's hope that we have a big payoff and hope our Cats go out and win by 40. Until next time, go Cats.